Hey guys, this is Mike. I am giving you guys a quick tour here of the Springtown property. I just wanted to give you a quick view of the neighborhood here. It looks like most of the yards are mowed. There's newer cars down this road, and generally people seem to be keeping up their property, so that's good news. On this side, the cars are a little bit older, but actually most of the houses are in really good condition, and again, they're taking care of their properties pretty well. So either that's a benefit of a homeowners association, or people just care about their properties. So. All right, so moving into the front, you'll see that there's a little bit of exterior damage along the walls and the roofs. That's probably just caused by never trimming this tree over here and it rubbing against everything. You'll also notice that the siding here is pretty dirty and not well taken care of. This has been a rental property for at least a year, so it could just be that the tenant didn't maintain the property well. But I think we can get them to power wash and professionally clean this house before you guys take possession. You've probably already heard there's lots of dogs here, and the dogs are loud. Okay, moving into the house, you'll see it's a pretty open layout. The living room and dining room are visible to each other. There's a fireplace. But I want to point out here that there is some damage along the wall from the fireplace. This is just a brick fascia, and it's not that important, but it's a sign of a failure to keep the house in proper condition, so I thought I would point that out. They've done a pretty good job of maintaining this front room. There's not any real damage. It's pretty cluttered, and the people who live here don't seem to care much about cleanliness. They've also decided to park a scooter in here. There is a little bit of cracking here along the window line and the wall. That's a little bit concerning, and there's going to be more of that as we go through the house. Over here you can see you have a wet bar with a full mirror and plenty of shelving here for your alcoholic needs. And moving into the kitchen, you have a pretty decent sized pantry behind this door here. There's plenty of room for two people to store everything they want to eat. The kitchen itself isn't very well, I guess not very well appointed, but it does look to be in pretty good condition. It's corkboard with wooden covering over it. The cabinets are just the standard builder grade cabinets. There's no upgrades. The stove is one of the older models. It seems to be in working condition, but it is older, and that's what it is. There's sort of a partial bar here on the other side of the counter. I guess if that's what you guys wanted to use it for, it's functional. All right, so this is the dining area, or I guess the designated dining area, and one of the problems that you're probably going to find is that dining areas that are carpeted are hard to keep clean. This is not an exception. This carpet's fairly dirty. So now let's talk about the concerns here. Oh, it's almost Halloween. That's not odd. There's cracking along the internal walls here. You can see the cracks. They follow the entire wall all the way up. You'll see there's some major cracking here off the door. It's hard to tell whether it's foundational or whether it's just from this interior wall, but either way, it's not a good sign. I'll go ahead and come back towards the living room here. And I wanted to point out that there's some putty work. You can see the discoloration. This is actually putty that they filled in holes that were put into the walls by for whatever reason. There's also some small amounts of cracking here. And the reason that I'm concerned about the cracking, there doesn't actually look to be any exterior problems. So normally we would say that that's probably not a foundation issue. But in this case, there seems to be cracking all over the interior of the house. So if you wanted to take a chance on this house, we would definitely need to get an inspector to take a look. This is the master bedroom. Again, you'll see cracking along the entire wall, between the ceiling and the wall. And it's much more pronounced here on the interior wall. Again, if this is a load-bearing wall, that's a real significant problem. And if it's a foundation problem, then it's also pretty significant. The room itself is pretty big. You see they have a little gym area here. They have a queen-size bed, and there's plenty of room on either side for their dressers. There's a full-size dresser here with a pretty large TV on top of it. There is a reach-in closet, the old style with the sliding doors, and they do have an attached en-suite bathroom with dual vanity. Again, it's pretty dirty, but at least the items inside the bathroom seem to be in good condition. They have a small medicine cabinet, a full-size mirror here. There's no door to the bathroom. I don't know why. There is another reach-in closet inside the bathroom for clothes, and then this door is just a linen closet. The toilet is separate from the rest of the bathroom, which I always like. And I did want to point out that this tub is pretty old, and it's dirty, but it's an oversized tub, and you know, with a good cleaning and having someone come in here and get the grouts, it would be a pretty nice area. Again, you'll see cracking along the interior walls. I'll go to the secondary bedrooms. This is a split layout, which means that the master bedroom is separate from the other bedrooms. Here's the secondary restroom. You'll see actually this bathtub in here is in quite a bit better condition. Probably the tenants that are in here take care of that one quite a bit better. Again, there's cracking along the interior walls. This is just a hallway linen closet. It's off the racks right now, so it's a little bit easy to open, but you can see they have it packed to the brim. Moving to the secondary room, they have, oh well, here's a dog that does not care that I'm in here at all. But same basic idea. It's a pretty large room. This is a queen-size bed. There's still space over here for an entertainment. Well, I guess this is more of like a coffee table with a TV on it. The closet in here, again, a large reach-in closet. It's not a walk-in, but it's still pretty big. And again, in this wall, you can see that there's cracking along the interior walls. This one is actually an exterior wall, so that's a little bit more significant. Moving down the hallway, oh excuse me, don't want to let the dog out. Moving into the hallway, you'll see that there's a laundry room. Can fit 2 standard sized washers and dryer. It has some shelving, but it's pretty bare bones. I was gonna just briefly show you the garage. It's stuffed to the brim, but if you look over here, there is a workbench that's built in that will come with the property. The concern again, there's cracking along the roof of the garage, so that is of some concern. There's a few dogs in the backyard. Hey guys. Again, there doesn't seem to be anything functionally wrong with the outside, but it is a little bit dirty. They've run some wires back here, but again, once it's power washed and touched up, there shouldn't be any real issues with this. I've looked along the bases of the base of the entire house. There doesn't seem to be any indication that there are termites or other wood destroying insects. There's a big tree and it looks great, but it's rubbing the roof here, which means that roof is almost certainly damaged. I don't know if the owners are willing to make concessions for repairs. If not, I would say that that's a deal breaker. They have a dog run in the back that they're not using because there are 3 dogs just running around out here. Again, this is it's a pretty nice tree. It gives lots of shade, and in San Antonio, that's a pretty nice feature. They have 3 tiers in their backyard, so you shouldn't have any water issues against the foundation. That's a good sign. Here's your auxiliary. The one other thing that I wanted to point out here is that the air conditioning unit is incredibly small for this size of a house. Now, I walked around inside and it felt nice and cool and there was no problems, but that means that this air conditioner is going to run more often and for longer periods than the correct size air conditioner, which is going to cost more money. So it's something that you guys should consider. Also, that's a pretty old unit. So that's all the information I have on this property, and if you have any questions, feel free to call and I'll get the answers for you. It really is a pretty nice backyard. Once the dogs leave, I'm sure you could plant some seeds and grass will grow here without any real problems. I think that this house in this price range is not what you guys are looking for. I think it's a good location. I think the house itself might have been good had the owners kept it up, but I think you would spend more repairing this house than you think you would, and I don't know that that's a very good deal for you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if you have any questions, I'll contact the owners and see what we can find out. All right, have a nice day.